Forest Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Demon Deacons offense will come out first. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Complete to start this drive. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10. Game. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Tyler. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Davis looking to pass. They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quick give. Quick spin on the run. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a 4th down? Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Notre Dame's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And now here comes Sean Terry II. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Catch in the middle. It's Lawson. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw again. They'll open it up early. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Sets his feet. It's Washington. Good timing on the quick out. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Completes it in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. off again. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quick handoff. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. Punt is in the air. Looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Hits inside. It's Toure. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. It's Washington. Hauls it in. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the move, it's Toure.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years, and the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
It's complete. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got the quick pass. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Lawrence. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Just feeds the running back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Davis will throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. They tried to mess him up with the pressure, but he got it away cleanly. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. The run inside, it's Young. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was. To the ball carrier, really good job at the point of attack.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Keeps it moving, it's Lawrence. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Let's take a second here and talk Wake Forest. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program is because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Hey, put the brakes on him.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again keeping their quarterbacks.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. Hauls it in at the 40. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Turning it on. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Right side, it's Ross. At the 45 on his way. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Got him right there. 2nd and long here. In traffic, it's Ross. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Looking left. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Runs through a man. He might have some space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Under pressure. Complete to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Washington. Gonna let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't win.
Makes the grab in their space. And he's brought down after a huge completion. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He wants to throw it again. Gets rid of it.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Coming out with it, it's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Got the quick completion. Could not make his way to the corner. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Flips it out to the back. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Trying to get started. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Back to pass, it's Washington. Rushes on. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Quick give, it's Young. Makes his man miss. Looking for room at the 40. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Between the hashes, it's Tyler. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He'll take a deep shot here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Demon Deacons will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll open the second half with a run. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Right back to the well. Maybe a crease. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Running inside, it's Young. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. To the air, it's Washington. Swings it out to the flat. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Young. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The snap sets up the throw. And he was... just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. After that near turnover, the clock is stopped as they tend to an injured player. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Burke. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in down the sideline. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davis. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. They want to throw it. The screen, he can go. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throws for the tight end. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the ground, it's Young. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Out wide right, it's Bear. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Ellis. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Extending the play. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Off play action on first down. Look out! And down he goes.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Oh, pressure's coming. He sacked this defense all over him. When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. Third down coming. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Needs it here on fourth down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's caught. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take the top 25 late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Might as well run him again. Shakes off the defender. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Young. Stopped right there.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. He wants to throw it. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, vitally important to take care of the football this time. The give. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Davis looking to pass. Rush right in his face. On the move, he fires. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. There he goes. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Left side is Davis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun. Snagged in the middle. It's Tyler. He's loose. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And they can't make the connection.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Now, Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Davis will throw. They're all over him, trying to make magic with his feet. At the 35, he's open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Fresh set of downs going to the air. In the backfield, it's Lawrence. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Caught. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. They'll run him again. Driven back.